Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm just having a little bit of fun with some modelling paste. Hopefully it's still alright because it's not looking real good in there. And some of these stencils that I got from TEMU. So my plan is just to see if I could texture paste on top of these stencils and use them on cards. Well, that's the plan. So let's see whether or not I can get this to work. This is a great idea. I got this one from Officeworks. So if you're in Australia and you're looking for something, yeah, it's just a, it's for notes. If you're in the office, notes for people. So I wanted the square. I should just move that down. There. Let's see. I'm just using them for lettering on cards or on tags. I'm thinking about doing some tags. But I want to experiment first to see whether or not it'd be something worthwhile doing. Let's take those magnets off, peel this away gently. Okay, not bad. All right, we need to put those onto a spare piece of paper so I can wash up later. Let's try some of these then, shall we? All is calm, all is bright. Let's try that one. At this point, I will speed up the video because I did put the modelling paste on about 6 of these different stencils. So I'll save you the time. We'll come back when I'm done. Oh well, okay, I really like those. So let's have a look. There's a little bit of smudging on What the Elf. You can see some lines, but that's okay. Let it snow, joy, all is calm. Christmas and Noel. So I'm going to let these dry and then I'll be able to run them through, maybe even the Big Shot, and just get the different shapes around the outside so I can tag these ones up. But what a great way to use these. It's heaps. I might lay them out and show you what all the different ones are. All right, there's the first lot. There you can see. We've got, let's move this light up a little bit, maybe. Oh. All right, Happy New Year's. We've got love. And then we still have all of these as well. So joy to the world. That's the Santa and some dinosaurs. Strange. Eat, drink, and be merry. Merry and bright. Some of them are really, really thin. If you look at this one here, for example, Believe, it's being cut. There's still the pieces there. I don't know how you'd go putting anything in that besides paint, so you need to be careful on that. So peace. I mean, honestly, if you can't find something in all of that, then something's wrong. And that's not including the ones that I've got over drying on the sink. So yeah, a great little collection from TEMU. So again, description is, oh, sorry, I'll put it up on the screen now because it may not necessarily be in the description, but if you want to order using my code, I'm more than appreciate it. All right, the texture paste has dried on all of these and they do look really great. So now it's time to move them in or turn them into tags. And I'm going to use my cutting machine to do that. I've got a Big Shot cutting machine to the side and I'm going to be cutting these out from circles and then I'm going to cut a scallop shape that'll go in behind. So what I need to do is I'll use my magnetic platform to do this job today, and I'm going to line up the tag like so and then add that in. And the magnetic platform's good because it makes it stick. Otherwise you have to use tape and that kind of stuff. So I think I like it like that. Put this one on top to sandwich it, and then I can send it through, well, actually wind it through my Big Shot machine, because I don't have one where you can just press the button and away it goes. And this makes excellent work of cutting out features such as your circles and so on. So that's the Noel. And I'll just do what the elf as well, seeing as though I'm here. Smooth it up. I'll do the others, but I'm going to be doing them all the same way. So this is probably one of the best machines I've ever bought. See it come off? This is stuck on there. Oh my goodness. I didn't quite get that as a circle. Never mind. All right. That happens from time to time. So I'm just going to put this to this. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to grab some white cardstock. And I will cut this down. I will trim this down to the size that I need, using this as a guide. So about there. Get my blade. And then I can line this up and send that through with the scallop edge, and that will fit perfectly behind that what the elf shape. So I really like that. So we can make some tags, and we can also make some cards. I'm going to show you how you would go about making a card in a second. So I'm just going to grab some glue. This will do, actually. So I'm going to use this glue pen. Put some glue around the outside. And I do have that bit of a straight edge there, which is fine, because even though I had made that mistake and cut there, I can put a little embellishment there, so I'm not too worried. Same with this one here. It also had a little bit knocked off the side of it. But if I wanted to make a card, I'll just quickly show you that before I come back to it. And I'm going to make this to be a scallop card. The way that you would do that is you can fold this over like so. And pop it onto your magnetic platform, and then put the scallop there so that you end up coming off a little bit, just like that, and then put it through. And then when you take that away, you have the card shape cut out, like so. And then if you do have a little bit of a flattened edge like I do with the Noel, once it's on the card like this, you won't even know that it was there in the first place. So this is another good way of fixing up anything that might go a little bit haywire. Instead of making a tag, make a little card out of it. It will work equally as well. I am enjoying the glue pens a little bit more than the others. They're a bit easy to use. So there we go. And then we have a little Noel card that you can write inside with a message. So I potentially could have done that with this. And you can move it right over if you want to, but I'm leaving it there with the edge. Just like so. This one here, we can put a little ribbon on the side or a little embellishment on the side. And I might just be able to squeeze out enough to do that job. That was lucky. And you can still see what the elf. So there we have our two. I'm going to go ahead and create the rest of these because these are so freaking cute. So I'm going to do a couple of cards and a couple of tags with this, with the texture paste stenciling that I did. I really love the way that these had come out, but they needed just something else. So I found these whole bag of different crystals that are there. And I thought that I'd probably just glue them on. I tried it with the hot glue gun, but that was a little bit problematic. I think I have a little bit more control if I'm able to use this glue, because I can just sort of dab it into the top and then down onto the tags and the cards. So I'm just going to add a couple on each of these tags, some of the big ones on each. Try not to mess the cards up too much. But that got them all done. Oh, there's one there, never mind. Glue all over it. So we have Noel card, Christmas and Bright, the Joy I made into a card and just put the tag down the bottom. And then we have just the tags. So obviously I'd have to get some ribbon to put through the holes of these so that they can be attached. Just didn't have the green ribbon. So this was just a really simple idea of using the texture paste and stencils to create some card fronts or tag fronts. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and hit that notification bell for other crafting, DIY, what I am going to be creating around the home. Thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you in the next video.